In this video, we will discuss regarding merchant circle diagram. The merchant circle diagram is named after its creator, Ernst Merchant. The merchant circle diagram is a geometrical representation that calculates cutting force in orthogonal machining. It's used to determine the forces involved in metal cutting, such as cutting force, thrust force, friction force, and shear force. The MCD is a circle with vectors representing the forces involved in cutting. The positions of the vectors' heads and tails on the circle are used to calculate the forces and their angles. Assumptions for merchant circle diagram. The cutting tool must be sharp. There is no contact between the cutting tool and the clearance edge. The chip formation is in continuous form and without a built-up edge. The thickness of the uncut chip is constant. The workpiece moves with a uniform velocity during the cutting process. The width of the workpiece is always lesser than the cutting tool width. Shear occurs on a shear plane where the stress is uniformly distributed. We will write cutting force as Fc, tangential force as Ft, friction force as Ff, normal to friction force as N, shear force as Fs, normal shear force as Fn. These are the representations of different forces and angles in machining. Now, we will see how to draw the merchant circle diagram step by step. Generally, Fc and Ft will be given. We need to calculate Ff, N, Fs, and Fn using graphical method. First draw the XY axis. Then represent the tool edge at the center point. And tool created angle with vertical line is rake angle, here denoted by alpha. Now draw the chip uncut thick, here denoted by T0. Blue line represents the shear plane. Now draw the chip thickness, here represented as Tc. So, chip thickness ratio or chip ratio equals T0 by Tc. Now draw the Fc line, which represents the cutting force. From the end of Fc, draw a perpendicular line which is Ft. Now join the end of Ft with the center point, that is resultant force. We know the formula to find the value of R equals root over Fc square plus Ft square. Now take the midpoint of R. And with taking this center point, draw a circle. This circle is called merchant circle. Now extend the line, which is created with rake angle. Extend up to the circle. This line represents the Ff means friction force. Now if draw the perpendicular line, that will represent the normal to that force. Here represented by N. The angle created with R is called friction angle, here represented by beta. Now extend the shear plane, and angle created with Fc is called shear angle, here represented with phi. The line up to merchant circle represents Fs, that means shear force. Now draw a perpendicular line, that is normal shear force, here represented by Fn. Ff to N ratio is called coefficient of friction, equals tan beta. Now by using simple trigonometry formulas, all other forces can be calculated easily. Maximizes efficiency will be obtained when phi plus beta minus alpha equals 45. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.